like me. So, but with that said, my name's Deb. I'm the founder of Find Calm here. We take you from chaos to calm with conversations around finding calm in everyday life by using products and services to help you and support you. And today we're going to be talking with Heidi about CBD. And so Heidi, tell us a little bit about your background, like what you've what you've really liked about CBD oils and all the other CBD products that you have over there in your company.
Hi. Okay. Thanks, Deb. So I've been probably officially in the wellness industry for 7 years or so now, but I've always been really fascinated by everything natural and healthy, and as a kid, like reading my mom's prevention magazines, kind of nerdy, reading herbalism books and that kind of thing. And then a few years ago, I decided to really follow my passion, and I started my wellness company, Wild Velvet Wellness. And I became an aromatherapist and an herbalist, and I really kind of dove down the rabbit hole and became a Reiki master, and started doing a lot of one-on-one sessions with people, which I love doing. And then hemp became federally legal the first time in 2014. And so I was doing a lot of learning and education and stuff online, and I started learning about CBD and hemp. And I got to the point where I realized that almost every single one of my clients would probably benefit from this. And I thought, this is something I need to be able to offer them. So I did a lot of research, got some certifications, just really learned everything I could get my hands on about it. And I found a company, and I started offering their products to my clients and friends and family and everyone for over a year. And then that company started doing some things that I didn't like very much. Didn't have the best business practices. But I learned a lot from that company while I was with them. And I kind of reached a point where I realized, I could do this and I could do it better. And that's when I started 406 CBD. So we offer hemp-derived CBD products, and things just kind of spiraled from there. And it's been a huge learning experience. It's been a lot of fun, and I absolutely love every single minute of it, even the highs and the lows.
That's awesome. It sounds amazing. And you found this because you found products that really weren't working, but then you ended up finding, did you partner with people to create this? How is that? Is there a way you can go through a little bit of that process real quick?
Sure. So I liken the cannabis industry as a whole, hemp or marijuana, either side of it, is really very much like the Wild West right now. And it's not, hemp especially isn't heavily regulated in a lot of aspects. In other ways, it's like overly regulated, but there's so much unknowns. There's a lot of fly-by-night companies offering products with, nothing to back them up, and then they just disappear. Especially with the internet, there's a lot of people saying and doing some really sketchy things, and with no accountability, they just disappear after a while. And what I learned was that, yeah, you can get away with a lot of not that ethical business practice, but why? When I was first offering CBD products, I was offering these to my clients. My family was taking them, and so when I found out that company wasn't being completely transparent and some things, I was horrified. And I thought, this is not professional. This is not how things should be done. And that's when I realized that, who I can count on to be ethical and professional is myself. and especially around something I was so passionate about. But unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there still that are like selling really expensive hemp seed oil and calling it hemp extract, and there's actually no CBD in it.
Hmm.
And it's really hard for the public as a whole, because the hemp and CBD, it's very new. There's a lot of education that needs to be done, and people just don't understand a lot of the terminology that's being thrown around, and they're being taken advantage of by less than scrupulous companies. And as time goes by and hemp isn't such a new thing, those companies are going to go by the wayside. But in the meantime, I want people to not be one of those victims, and to really to know how to vet a good CBD product and a good CBD company. And that's what I'm really excited to do with our event on Wednesday. Is I'm going to give you guys some serious insider information and stuff that maybe a lot of CBD companies don't want you to know about. So it's kind of fun, kind of exciting. And I'm just going to lay it all out there. You guys are gonna see the nitty gritty.
I like that, because really we're talking about integrity, and one of the things that we talk about a lot with the Fine Calm Here community is how to be more authentic and how to get by. We just had a call with Sarah, our Fine Calm partner. We talked about intentional purchases, and so this is an intentional purchase when you're talking about something that you're going to use for maybe wellness, stress relief, something like that. And yeah, as soon as, now you're in Montana, so I don't know how long you've had the CBD available. You've been a little bit ahead of Pennsylvania, and I'm in Pennsylvania. So, but as soon as they got the approval for the laws to be changed, and they can do some CBD, everywhere you go, gas stations, it's like CBD. How do you know the difference? So hopefully you'll help us a little bit more identify these kinds of things, that maybe some labels or things that we can, so that we're getting really good products instead of just what's at the grocery store or the gas station.
Yeah, one thing I hear a lot from people is, oh, I tried that and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't speak for any other brand, any other company. I know there's a lot of great CBD companies out there, but I also know there's some not so great ones. And whenever someone tells me, oh, I tried it and it didn't work, I have a list of questions for them that they can take away with them, and any product that you're looking at, whether you're at the gas station or your friend's house or online, you can check these boxes and you can have a much better idea of whether you're getting a quality product or not.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then that's the first kind of segment, but then also we want to talk a little bit about how to use CBD. And so we'll get into that on Wednesday with our conversation around CBD, is to then, okay, so once we identify the really great products, how do we implement that into our daily life to help us feel calmer and feel less stressed? So I think that'll be great to talk about. Yeah.
And we'll also go over some of the basics that are still there's a lot of misinformation out there, and basically, what is the difference between hemp and marijuana?
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between hemp-derived CBD and maybe a marijuana product that has CBD in it? And obviously the legalities, change from state to state depending where you are, like you mentioned. But the cool thing about hemp-derived CBD is it is legal in all 50 states, federally legal. Whether certain states, I don't think so yet, but whether certain states have specifically outlawed hemp or hemp CBD, I don't think so. The trend is actually going in the other direction. But I always tell people, check with your local authorities. And a lot of times what that ends up doing is you end up educating your own local authorities, because they don't know, because it is so new. And I don't fault anyone for not knowing. And that's why a part of one of our main missions with 406 CBD is education, and to not only to help educate and spread information, but also to help get rid of the taboo nature around hemp and CBD. I mean, the questions that I give people to find out if it's a quality CBD product, whether it's mine or anyone's, those questions actually pertain pretty well to any nutritional supplements. Like if you're buying your vitamin C, is it super cheap? Is it made in China? A lot of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, is actually derived from a GMO mold. And I mean, you kind of like, you don't have to be an expert in every single supplement that you want to take or your multivitamin or whatever, but there are some easy ways to find out if the company and the manufacturer and the products that you're getting are giving you a quality product.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's good to know, because for sure we don't want to spend a lot of money. I know a lot of people, you can spend a lot of money on all this stuff, and then if it's not even helpful, then you're just throwing the money away. And I felt like I've done that a lot in the past too.
Or even worse, you get something that's actually not good for your health, and you're spending money and taking time out of your day to do something healthy, and it ends up backfiring. And so, yeah, it's interesting, and I'll try not to get like too nerdy with you guys over.
Too in the weeds. Let's not get too in the weeds. Okay, that was a stupid joke. That was silly. Anyhow. We'll keep the rest, and then I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions and things like that we can try to respond if you guys that are watching are interested. There's a registration link in the Zoom in the Facebook Live that I just posted, and I'll post a registration link if you're not watching this on Facebook, on YouTube, or a different platform. I will post the link for you to register. You can also go to findcalmhere.com, and it's right on the main page. Is to click the link, and you'll get the registration link there. We did change our format up a little bit because we had some Zoom crashers last week, and so I really want us to have really great conversations and not have to worry about somebody coming in and right in the middle of some really great conversation, we have somebody that's just being inappropriate. So I changed that up. So everybody that's watching, please join us and register, and know that that's going to be a safe space where you can ask any questions, and we will get you the answers. And if we don't have it, we will figure out where to tell you to point you to the right resources around it. So thank you so much, Heidi. Appreciate your time. Again, everybody, Wednesday is the call that we're talking about. We're going to be going in depth with Heidi at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then there will be a replay, so we will record it. If you missed it, if you can't join us and you can't interact with us or ask questions or participate, there will be a replay, so you could watch that later on our YouTube channel that'll be posted. So thanks again, Heidi. Is there anything else that I maybe forgot to mention that you wanted to bring up in the meantime?
No, I'm just so looking forward to it. It's going to be so fun on Wednesday. And if anyone wants to learn a little bit in the meantime, maybe help them come up with some questions, you can go to 406cbd.com, and there's an education tab. And we have a 3-part lesson there. We also have the blog. There's tons of great information on there, the frequently asked questions page, all of that. And but sometimes the more you learn, the more that kind of sparks more questions. So, check that out, peruse that, and then bring your questions on Wednesday. I can't wait to chat with everyone.
That's a great note. And I do have the link to your website on all the event information. So people should be able to pick up that link there too. With that, we'll say goodbye for now. And hopefully we'll see you all on Wednesday. And until then, have a great day. Thanks all.